Hello everyone, welcome back to our new video. So in this video we are going to learn how to send COVID test results on SMS automatically. So now here let us understand this topic better with an example. So let's suppose I am a lab assistant and my work is to take samples of the patient and to create the COVID test report. So here what I do is, when I create the report, I manually sort out the data of the patients, then I create the report manually, and as well as I keep on sending SMS to different patients. But the challenge here I face is this process is actually very repetitive and tiresome. Why? Because I have to send a lots of reports per day. So for that I need to continuously sort out the test details, create the report, sort out the contact details and keep on sending SMS. So that is why I wanted to add some automation in this work. So here, before starting with the process, let me first tell you what are the software applications I am using. So here first I am using Google Sheets. So you know Google Sheets is a spreadsheet program where you can create databases in the form of spreadsheet. So here I am using Google Sheets to enter the data of the patient such as their name, address, test result, phone number and email address. Okay. So here the idea is I have created a Google Sheet in which I am going to enter the data of patients. So here the next application I am using is Google Docs. So you know Google Docs is an application where you can create documents. So here into Google Docs I am using Google Docs to create the report with template. The idea is I have created a template into Google Docs. So with the same template I want to generate the report. Okay. Then here the next thing I'm using is, the next application is Google Drive. So you know you can save the data into Google Drive really very easily. So here I'm using Google Drive to create a shareable file. Then I'm using Twilio, which is a communication channel to send the SMS to the patients. So here the issue is all these software applications do not have any native integration or any direct contact. So how I'm going to perform this automation? I need to build that integration, build the data flow between them so that I can perform all these tasks. So that is why in this video I am using Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software which is going to build an automation between all these software applications. So here what will happen is, every time I am going to enter the data into Google Sheet into a new row, with the same data, with that same information, a report will be generated in Google Documents with the template I have provided here. Isn't it amazing that every time I'm going to enter the data, the report will be generated with that same data. Once the report is going to get created, it is going to save automatically into the Google Drive. Then we are going to create a shareable file from that. Once the report is created, it will be saved into Google Drive. Once it is saved in Google Drive, we will be able to share it on SMS to the patients automatically. So here the gist of the process is, every time you are going to enter the data of patient into Google Sheets, with that same data, a report will be generated. Once the report will be generated, it will be saved into Google Drive. After it is saved into Google Drive, a message will be sent to the patient's SMS automatically. Isn't it wonderful that just with the help of Pabbly Connect, we are reducing the manual task of performing 4 activities. We have connected all these software applications and reduced our repetitive work and saved our time. The best part here is, to use Pabbly Connect, you do not need to have coding skills and programming knowledge. It is actually very easy to use. Any non-technical person can also use Pabbly Connect really very easily. So now let us understand this complete process, that how I'm going to build that automation with the help of Pabbly Connect on my screen, and we will also see a real-time example.
So guys, this is my Google Sheet. So here you can see I have already created a Google Sheet to enter the data of my patients, and here I have titled it as test reports, and you can see I have entered the details such as patient name, patient's age, patient sex and all the details. So this is the complete Google Sheet. Now here the second thing is, this is the template which I have created using Google Docs. So in this form I want to send the report to the patient. So here you can see I have created the template. And now here let me show you that this is my Twilio account. So here this is the dashboard of Twilio. So this is the application which I am using to send the SMS on patient's phone number. So here is my Twilio account. So you can also create your Twilio account and start using it to send SMS and calls. So here the idea is, let me show you one more thing, that once the report is going to get created, it will be saved here into my Google Drive. So in this folder which I have created, such as COVID test report, in this folder the file will be created. Now here let's again move on to my Google Sheet. So here let me show you one more thing, that the process is, every time I am going to enter the data of any new patient, I want to send a SMS to them onto their Twilio, onto their phone number with the help of Twilio. So now here the idea is, every time I'm going to enter the data, a file, PDF will be created with this template. A report of COVID test will be created with this template automatically, and it is going to get saved here into my Google Drive automatically, and then it will be sent on SMS automatically. So now here let's see how this is going to work. So for this, I am going to enter the data of some patient here, and then we will directly check on Twilio if this person is receiving the message or not. So here for this, let me enter the data. So guys, I just entered the data for Michael Calderas. Here you can see I have entered the data. So now here the thing is, a file will be created of the same PDF for Michael Calderas. Let me show you here. Perfect. Here you can see this is the PDF which is created for Michael Calderas. This is the COVID report of all his details. This is how the report is created automatically. Now let us check if Michael has received an SMS or not. So let me show you. Let's check here. Perfect. Here you can see just now this is the SMS just sent to Michael Calderas. Here let's read. This is sent from my Twilio trial account. So here is the complete message along with the PDF file, the same file which I showed you, which was created into my Google Drive. So here you can see the process is, each and every time I am entering the data here, with that same data, a report is getting created with this template, and it is getting saved here into my Google Drive, and the message is sending automatically with my Twilio account to patient's phone number. Isn't it wonderful? So here you must be thinking, how did I manage to perform this automation task, that I am just entering the data and other activities are happening automatically? So here let me tell you that I created this workflow very easily with the help of some easy steps. Let me show you what are those steps, so you can also follow the same and create this amazing workflow. So guys, these are the steps which I followed to create the automation between Google Sheets and Twilio. So here the step 1 is, connect Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect with the help of webhook URL. Okay, so here first we need to log in into Pabbly Connect, and then we need to connect our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect with the help of webhook URL. So this webhook URL is basically an address provided by Pabbly Connect. We have to copy the same and paste it into Google Sheets, and in this way our Google Sheets will get connected to Pabbly Connect. Now in the second step, collect the data from Google Sheets into Pabbly Connect. So here what we have to do, as our Google Sheets is connected with Pabbly Connect, we have to capture the data here into Pabbly Connect. So here, for example, if I am going to enter the data of any patient, such as name, phone number, email address, test result, everything, that same data is going to get collected in Pabbly Connect automatically. In the third step, send the same data to Google Docs for creating the COVID test report from template. Now here, as I told you, I have created a template already into my Google Documents, so Google Docs. So here what we have to do, the data which is collected here into Pabbly Connect, we have to transfer the same data into Google Docs. So with the same information, the report will be generated. In the fourth step, save the COVID test report in Google Drive. Now as the report is generated from Google Docs, what we have to do, we have to save it into Google Drive so that we can create a shareable file from Google Drive. Now in the last step, send the same data to Twilio for sending SMS to the patient. So now as the file is now saved into Google Drive, we have to transfer the same data into Twilio so that we can start sending SMS to patients. So these are the steps which we need to follow to create the automation between Google Sheets and Twilio. So I'm going to tell you each and every step in detail, so keep watching this video till last. So guys, to start with the process, first type pabbly.com in your browser, Pabbly, pabbly.com. So here after typing pabbly.com in your browser, here you can see This is the website of pabbly.com. So here what we have to do is, on pabbly.com website, we have to click on this option named as product, and here at products we are going to click on connect. So after clicking on connect, you can see here this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. This is the product which we are using, Pabbly Connect. So here is the landing page. Now here I am going to click on sign in. Why? Because I have already created my account into Pabbly Connect. But if you too wish to create your account, so you can also create your account just by signing up for free from here in 2 minutes. So I just clicked on sign in here, and you can see this all apps window will appear here. So to continue making with the workflow, I am going to scroll down, and here at connect, I am going to click on access. So once I am going to click on access, here you can see it will take me to a dashboard here. So you can see this is the dashboard. So here on the top right corner, there's a button named as create workflow. So we have to click on create workflow, and this dialog box will appear. So here to continue making with the workflow, we have to give a name to our workflow. So right now I'm going to give it as Google Sheets to Twilio. Google Sheets, let me correct it, Google Sheets to Twilio. So you can also give it according to your choice. I'm just giving it to according to the topic, so that is why I have given it as Google Sheets to Twilio. And then we are going to click on create. So now here you can see once it is created, you can see the title is created along with 2 boxes here on this window. So the first one is trigger, the second one is action. So you must be thinking, what are they? So here let me explain you that trigger basically means when this happens, action means do this. Why? Automation works on the concept of triggers and action. So we can also say that trigger is happening of an event and action means the response to it. According to our topic, the trigger will be when a data is added into the Google Sheets. The action to that will be send an SMS on patient's phone number. So let us understand this practically. So for this, here in the trigger window in the choose app, I am going to choose Google Sheets. So here I selected Google Sheets. So after selecting Google Sheets, here you can see we have to select the trigger event as well. So here the trigger event will be new spreadsheet row. So after selecting the trigger event, here you can see this webhook URL is provided by Pabbly Connect along with some step guides. So let us follow these step guides first. So it is written create a new spreadsheet, then navigate to add-ons and click on get add-ons. Okay. So guys, for this first we need to move on to our Google Sheet. So here as I told you, I have already created my Google Sheet. So this is the same Google Sheet which I want to connect with Pabbly Connect. You also can create your Google Sheets and give the title according to yourself, the details you want to enter. You can create your own spreadsheet as well. So this is my spreadsheet. It is already created. I just want to connect it with Pabbly Connect. So for this, what we actually have to do is we have to click on this extension options. So here after clicking on extensions, we have to click on add-ons. So after clicking on add-ons, you can see this option get add-ons. So we are going to click on get add-ons. So after clicking on get add-ons, it will take us to a page name as Google Workspace Marketplace. So here in the search app, we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Pabbly Connect Webhooks, yes, this option. So here you can see this Pabbly Connect Webhook is already installed into my system. You also can install the same. So here I'm closing this window. So here I would like to tell you that after installing Pabbly Connect Webhooks into your system, do not forget to refresh your Google Sheet. I repeat again, it is very important to refresh your Google Sheets after you install Pabbly Connect Webhooks into your system. So now as you can see, again we have to connect our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for this time we are going to click on extensions, add-ons, and now we are going to click on Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So after clicking on Pabbly Connect Webhooks, you can see this menu will appear. So here we are going to click on initial setup. So now here you can see after clicking on initial setup, this box will appear, and here we have to fill these 2 fields. The first one is webhook URL, the second one is trigger column. So now let us first understand what is this trigger column. So it is written here. The trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. Okay. So basically we have to enter the last data entry column of our spreadsheet here. So into my Google Sheet, the last data entry column is I. So that is why I am going to enter I here. You have to add the trigger column according to your Google Sheets only. If any other data entry column is your last column, you have to enter that. So here it was I into my Google Sheets. So that is why I entered I. Now here we have to provide the webhook URL. Okay, so this is the same webhook URL which we got from Pabbly Connect. So we just have to copy it, and then what we have to do, we have to paste it here into our Google Sheet. And in this way, once we are going to click on send test, our data will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So here you can see the first data of my Google Sheet is now sent to Pabbly Connect. So let's check here if the data is captured or not. So here you can see, perfect. Here the data is captured. All the details are here. Gary Monroe was the patient. His age was 40. His sex was male. You can see this is the same details. Now here what we have to do is we have to click on submit. So now as we clicked on submit, again what we have to do, again we have to click on extensions. Watch carefully, there's different thing. So here again we have to click on extensions. Again we have to go to add-ons and Pabbly Connect webhooks. So here right now what we are going to do, we are going to click on send on event. Why we are going to click on send on event? Because we want to send all the data automatically to Pabbly Connect. So every time we are going to enter a new data into our Google Sheet, that same data will get collected here into Pabbly Connect automatically. So this is the use of send on event here. So this means we have successfully connected our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, and let's see what are the details captured here. So here you can see the data is captured here. The date captured here is of the sample date on which the patient provided the sample. But you can see the current date is not available here. So today is 22nd September, but 22nd September is not visible anywhere here. You can see there is patient's name, age, sex, mobile number, email, collection date. This date is on which, as I told you, patient submitted the sample. And everything is here, but not the current date. So I also wanted the current date to enter into my report. So how I'm gonna do that? If it is not possible, if it is not visible here, don't worry, I'm going to tell you how it is going to done. So to add the current date into our workflow, we are again going to establish a new window, establish a new step with this plus option. And here in the choose app, we are going to choose date time formatter by Pabbly. Date time formatter, this one, by Pabbly. So with the help of this app, date time formatter by Pabbly, we will be able to enter the current date into our workflow. So in the action event, here you can see there are so many action events. We have to choose current date. So with this option, we will be able to generate the current date. So after this, we are going to click on connect. So once we clicked on connect, you can see here these fields will appear. So here you can see in the basic format, there are various formats available. So with these formats, you can choose in which format you want the date. So I want the date into this format, which is date, month and year. You can also choose according to yourself as well. So now here the second thing is include time response. So here the thing is, if you want to add time along with your date, you can add by clicking on true. Right now I don't need the time along with the date, so I just clicked on false, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So once I clicked on save and send test request, you can see this current date is now available here. So we just got the current date with the help of date time formatter by Pabbly. So it will be helpful in the further steps. So here let's remind again, we captured all the data from our Google Sheets. The date was not here, so we got the date from date time formatter by Pabbly. Let's move on to our next step. So here in the next step, what we are going to do, here in the action window, in the choose app, we are going to choose Google Docs. Why? Because we have to create the test report with the patient's data. So that is why we are going to choose Google Docs. So this one. And what we are going to do now, we are going to select the action event. So the action event will be create document from template. As I told you, I have already created a template into my Google Sheets. Google Docs. So with the same template, we want to create the document. So that is why we are going to select this action event. Now we are going to click on connect. So what we have to do here is we have to connect our Google Docs account with Pabbly Connect. So for this, we are going to click on add new connection. So once we clicked on add new connection, we are going to click on connect with Google Docs, and in this way it will ask us to connect from which account we want to add our Google Docs. So this is the account from which I want to add. So I'm going to click on this, and after this we are going to click on continue, and in this way our account, my Google Documents account will get connected to Pabbly Connect. Perfect. Here you can see it is connected, and after this all these fields will appear. So here, as my Google document account is connected, you can see all the data available into my all the templates available into my Google Docs account will be visible here. So here, let me show you my template again. So this is the template, COVID test result. You can see the title. So this is the template which I want to use to create the report. So the same template I am going to choose here. So that was this one, COVID test result template. So after selecting the template, here you can see the next thing is we have to provide the document name. So here the document name which I want to provide here is my patient's full name. So once the document is going to get generated, it will be titled as my patient's name. So that is why I'm going to provide Gary Monroe, which is my patient, the document name. The next thing is new documents location. So basically the use is when once the document is going to get created, we have to select the location on which we want to save the document. So here what we have to do, let me show you. Into my Google Drive, I have created this folder which is COVID test report. So in this folder, I want to save my patient's report. So the same we are going to choose here, which is COVID. You can see here available COVID test report. So here you can see once I selected this documents location, these fields just appeared, and here it is asking us to map the data. So now here obviously you must be thinking, what is mapping, how it is done? Don't get confused here. I'll explain you everything. So basically mapping is nothing but the data which is available here into Pabbly Connect, you can see, and the date which we generated here, all this data will be available here into like this drop down. So what we have to do here, we just have to click once, and according to the field the data will be mapped. So we just don't need to enter the data manually, we don't need to type, the data is already available, we just have to select it. Isn't it wonderful? So let me show you how it works. So here basically it is asking us for date. So here what we have to do is we have to enter the current date. So we got the current date from this datetime formatter by Pabbly. So we are going to select this, and then I'm going to click on this date, and it will be entered automatically. As I told you, this is the same date. You can see 22nd September. So we just map the date. Now let us move on to the next step. So here patient's name. So the same data which is available above in the above step. Let me show you the data of patient. You can see the patient is Gary Monroe, his age, his sex, his phone number. Everything is available here as well. You can see Gary Monroe, patient age, all the date. So what we have to do, we just have to map one by one very easily. So here first we map the patient name. So the patient name is Gary Monroe. The patient age is, let me select 40. Okay. The sex is male. So let me select it. Perfect. Then we are going to enter the mobile number here. Okay. And then we are going to enter the email. So email is also available. And then we are going to enter the doctor's name referred by. So it is also available here. Isn't it easy? So we are just selecting the data, clicking once, and it is entering here automatically. So this is how simple mapping is. Let me enter the sample data as well. SARS value. Perfect. And last is result. Now here you can see we have entered all the data. What we have to do here is now we have to click on save and send test request. So after clicking on save and send test request, here you can see this is the response received, and according to this a document will be created for Gary Monroe. Here you can see the document ID is generated. Let me show you my Google Drive. So here let me refresh it. Let's check if the document is created for Gary Monroe or not. So here you can see the document is created. Isn't it wonderful? So here you can see the current date, the details of the patient, Gary Monroe, his age, his sex, his phone number, and the doctor's name, sample collection date, and the complete COVID test result. Isn't it wonderful that we just entered the data here and the report was generated automatically, and the document ID is also generated. Wonderful. Now what we have to do is, as the file is now created into Google Drive, it does not give access to any other person to read the documents of your Google Drive. You need to give the access, you need to grant the permission so that the user can see the document which you are sharing. So to create that shareable document only, we have to again establish a new step, and here what we have to do, we have to select the app. So the select app is Google Drive. So here we are going to select Google Drive so that we can grant the permission. So in the action event, what we are going to choose? We are going to choose share a file with anyone. So this is what we are going to choose, share a file with anyone. And then we are going to click on connect. So again, we have to connect our Google Drive account with Pabbly Connect. So for this, we have to connect with Google Drive, select the account, and then we need to click on continue. So here you can see once I clicked on continue, here my account will get connected, and here we need to provide the file ID. So as you can see, my account is now connected. So in this way, all the files available into my account will be shown. But here what we have to do, we have to enter this document ID, which is a shareable document created from above step. So we have to map the same. So for this only, we are going to click on this map option. We are going to switch it on. So once the mapping is on, you can see that drop down will appear. So here we are going to remove this. And what we are going to do, we are going to map the document ID from this step. So here you can see this was the document ID. So we are just going to click on once here, and the document ID will be mapped. So now we are going to click on save and send test request, and here you can see the drive permission is given. Now here anyone with the link can view the document. So now here you can see into various links the document is created. But what we have to do, we have to share the PDF. So that is why the PDF link is also available. So now let's move on to our next step. What we have to do, we have to send this file to patient. So for this, what we have to do, again, we are going to establish a new window here. And in the in the choose app, we are going to choose Twilio. So this one we are going to choose. So after selecting the app, we have to select the action event. So what we have to do, we have to send SMS message. So here, after selecting the action event, we are going to click on connect. So once I clicked on connect, you can see again we have to connect with our Twilio account. So here I'm going to click on add new connection, and here you can see it is asking us for account SID and authorization token, and account SID. So here you must be thinking, what are they, from where you can get them? Don't get confused here. So for this, let us move on to our Twilio dashboard. Here you can see, as I've already created my account and I'm right now using it in the trial mode so that I can show you the examples. So this is my Twilio dashboard. You can also create your Twilio account and start sending SMS on patient's number, on user's number. So now here you can see on the dashboard there are both of the keys available, account SID as well as authorization token. So what we have to do is we just have to copy them and we are going to paste them here. So here this account SID is asked 2 times. So we are just going to paste the same here as well. So we entered the account SID here. Now let's move on to our dashboard again, and here we are going to copy this authorization token. So once we are going to copy it, we are going to paste it here. So now it is pasted. We are going to click on save, and in this way my Twilio account will get connected to Pabbly Connect. So after it is connected, again we have to map some data here. So here it is asking me for the body of the SMS. So what body? The body is the same that the message you are planning to send on send on Twilio. You have to provide the same body. So here let me show you that I have already created the message body. So I'm just going to enter it here. So guys, this is the body of the SMS which I created. You can also create your body of the SMS according to your choice, according to your need. So now let me explain you here one thing, that I have provided these values so that I can enter the data here according to the need. So here what we are going to do is we are going to enter the data in place of these values. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data. So here what will happen is, by mapping, the data is going to keep on changing according to the variables along with every new patient. So here in the place of name, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to remove this name and I'm going to map my patient's name. So it is Gary Monroe. Okay, I mapped it. Now let's move on to second. So here it is asking me for date. So here I just remove, enter that. You have to move our cursor here. Okay, so here in the place of date, I'm going to enter the date on which the sample was collected. So this was the date. Okay, I mapped it here. Now here what we have to do, we have to provide the result. So I'm removing this variable here and I'm mapping the result here. So the result is negative. Perfect. Now here comes the next thing, which is link. So the link here which I'm going to provide is the link of the PDF which we are going to send to patients so that they can view that link. So we got that link into our last step, which was Google Drive. So here, as I showed you, there are several links generated, but we have to send the PDF. So we are going to select the link containing the PDF. So here, let's check PDF link. Let's check here. So here you can see this is the PDF link. So we have to click on this link. So it will be mapped here. And then we need to provide the center name. So the center name I'm going to enter manually. It is going to keep remain same for every patient. So here I'm providing the center name, COVID Testing Center. Perfect. Now here you can see I have provided the data according to the body of my message. Let me correct it. Perfect. So now here you can see the data is provided. You can enter the data all according to your choice. Okay. Now here what we have to do, we have to provide the sender number. So you must be thinking, what is the sender number? So here let me again take you to my Twilio account. So here as I am using right now in trial mode, so it is going to provide me the trial number. So the same number I am going to copy here. This is the number from which I am sending the messages. So that is why I am selecting this. So here I am going to enter this data. So this is the number from which I want to send the messages. So I got this from Twilio. Okay. Now here what we have to do is we have to provide the recipient number. So what the recipient number? The patient's number. So it is available here. So I'm just going to map it. Now here I would like to remind you one thing, that you have to enter the plus sign along with the phone number so that the Twilio can accept it. So here I'm going to enter the plus sign manually. Why? Because in Google Sheet the plus sign is not supported along with the phone number. So the data was captured like this. Sorry, the data was entered like this. And here the data was captured into this format only. But we have to enter the plus sign so that Twilio can function. So now all the data is completely ready here. Now let us click on save and send test request, and then we are going to check if this person is receiving the message or not, SMS or not. So I just clicked on save and send test request. And now here you can see the message is sent according to this. The response is received. Let us check on Twilio if Gary Monroe has received the SMS or not. So let me show you. Perfect. Here you can see this is the message for Gary Monroe. Hello Gary Monroe, the result of your test for SARS-CoV. You can see this is the complete message here along with the file. Isn't it wonderful? And this is how basically the parameters are working. So here what is happening is, as we map the data, so the patient name is changing automatically, the date is changing automatically, and he has received the PDF as well. So let me show you the PDF here. So it will be created here into my Google Drive. So as I told you, it is created. This is the same PDF which he has received. So you can see it has the complete detail of Gary Monroe. So this means we have successfully created our workflow. So now let us do a real-time check if it is running smoothly or not. So for this, what I'm going to do right now is, I'm again going to my Google Sheets. Again, we are going to enter some data here, and we will check on real time if the SMS is sending or not. So here, let me enter some data. So guys, I just entered the data into my Google Sheets. So now let us check on Twilio if there is a message for Tina George or not. So here, let me show you. Perfect. Here you can see I just entered the data into Google Sheet, and now here is the message for SMS for Tina George. And here you can see this is the complete details. So here the PDF is also generated. Let me show you the report of Tina as well into my Google Drive. So this is my folder into Google Drive. Perfect. Here you can see the PDF is also, the document is also generated automatically. So these are the details of Tina George, her age, and all the details. Isn't it wonderful that we are just entering the data and other steps are happening automatically? The report is getting created, it is saving into the Google Drive, and as well as it is sharing onto the SMS. Amazing. So this means we have successfully created this workflow between Google Sheets and Twilio. So let's do a short recap. So for this, first let's minimize this window and we will check what we actually did. So here, what we first did, we first integrated our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL, and here we captured all the data. So in the data, the current date was not available. So to get the current date, what we actually did, we establish a new window, and in that we selected datetime formatter by Pabbly, and with the help of current date action event, we got the current date. And then the next step was we integrated Google Docs with Pabbly Connect so that we can create the document from the template, and we mapped all the data. So once we mapped all the data, here the document ID was generated. Now here, as I told you, Google Drive does not grant the permission. So from the next step, we created a file so that we can share it with anyone. So with the action event, share a file with anyone, we created this shareable PDF file. And in the last step, we integrated our Twilio account with Pabbly Connect and provided the body of the SMS. And we saw all the data was mapped completely fine. And here you can see the workflow was created. So isn't it wonderful that just with the help of Pabbly Connect, we integrated these various software applications, very different software applications. So here the data flow is fine. I would like to remind you one more thing here, that the link of this same workflow is available into the description of this video. So you can simply copy the same link and start using this amazing workflow into your Pabbly Connect account just for free.
Not just these applications, you can integrate plenty of applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. This was all for today's video. If you have any feedback, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com, or you can also ask your queries at this link here. And if you want to check the price for Pabbly Connect, you can check the price from here, this link, and automate your business. If you like our video, do not forget to press the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. And for more such videos, you can also subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.